Ciao a tutti e benvenuti in terra d'Italia. Hello everyone and welcome to Land of Italy. I am so excited to get this series underway, and here we are at the shop ready to go. We are going to buy our first tractor straight away so that we can drive over to the land that we are going to first purchase as well. Just a few things before we start. As you can see at the top right of your screen, do have £3.5 million. Now you're like, mate, why do you have all that cash? Well, this series is not a continuation of sorts, but basically what happened is with my Castelnau series, my whole thing was to end that series and take whatever money we had at the end and bring it over to a new series. Well, this is that new series, which is really good that this is it, because the land is all very expensive on this particular map, and I will show you that in just a moment. So as I say, we are at the shop and you can see a few beautiful tractors in front of us. We have a nice Deutz and a couple of Landinis, and the Landini is actually a bit of a foreshadow to what we're going to buy first. So without further ado, we'll hop straight into the shop here. We'll head straight, well, see what's in the sales. No, nothing that we're going to start with. We'll go straight to small tractors. We got loads of small tractors. We do have the base game Landini Rex 4 GT. We did use that in Frühling. But we do have the Antonio Carraro pack here as well. Nice vineyard tractors. As we don't fully know what tractors we'll need for vineyards straight away, I did want to start with a Landini, but this one here. This is a Landini 6550. We could go with the two-wheel drive, but I think the four-wheel drive will just be, for the extra cash, I think it's just the better option. There are some really nice New Hollands I've got in here, loads of different mods, but we are going to start with this Landini. Engine setup, I think for £4,000 we might as well go for the 80 horsepower, just going to be able to do that much more. Perhaps in the future it'll be a front loader type of tractor, you know, kind of a run around the farm sort of type. So we'll get some nice BKTs on, and oh nice, oh wow, that looks wicked on there. But no, we'll definitely start with the standard. It's nice to know we can go with the Neros. Interior, now we'll keep the base color there. Front fenders, yes. Rear fenders, yeah, we'll go with the rear fenders as well. The beacons, we'll go with the double, might as well. Front loader, like I say, potentially in the future it will become a front loader tractor, so we'll look at that in the future. The main color, I imagine that's the frame. Right, we'll go with the dark. Yeah, it matches the grill nice, so that I think looks really good. And the design color, yeah, we'll definitely stick with the blue. I don't really know what changed, but that's fine. Here we go, just change that a bit. Wonderful. And can we get it on the front as well? We can do. Wicked. I do think it looks a bit better without it on the front though, so I'm just going to put it on the back. Especially if it's a runaround tractor, it's not a big problem. And there we have it. We have the Landini. The 65, no we do, yeah, it's the 85 we've upgraded to. The 8550 for 28,500. Just check that everything is right, and there we go. So we'll get started with it. Our first tractor. Now it should be, not seeing it here, must be around the back. Hello, there we go. Right, so this is the shop area here. We'll probably come to upgrade things in the future. Nice posters there you got there. Nice Martini Casserole, right on. Nice Pirelli, of course. Alfa Romeo. Nice posters in here as well. The Italian soul, yeah. I don't mind an Alfa Romeo, but we're not going to get into that now. We won't get talking on Clarkson's favourite cars just yet. Right, we are in the Landini. Get those beacons on. Do like having a quick look at the inside. I do have the cab view mod, which allows us to zoom in and all that, so it does take a second to load in. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm really pleased. Really nice detailing in here, and let's get started. Oh, wicked, look at that. I love the detail. He's got his hand on the steering knob as well. That's brilliant. So it's not the fastest tractor in the world, but it will get us to where we need to go, which is this way, I believe. I'm going to open the map. I did have a quick peruse, kind of an idea of what I wanted to start with on this map, but this will be a proper first look, I suppose, for myself as well. I do know what farm I'm going to start with, because I wanted it to be something that I never really have done before. I've dabbled, but never really had a proper full-on farm with this particular thing. So we are going to make our way there, and we are nearly there. We could take the long way round, but I think I just want to take in the scenery. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, this map. I mean, Edo Modding does very good work. I know Sukaz, I think, made the original back in the day of this map. I believe this is a rework of an older map, but my, is it ever stunning. Absolutely stunning. Right, so I think we will take a left here. Watch the cars. It's a nice, beautiful crop that. Looks like it's ready to harvest as well. That's fairly near to us, so we might actually be purchasing a couple of crops as well. I mean, we've got the money for it, so we might as well get everything started up. We've got some corn here, that's lovely. So we are going to be turning here at this gate, and you'll see why in just a moment. Do have to get it popped open. Absolutely beautiful entrance to any farm, really. Lovely gate like that. I like this, these 3 fields here. We might have to buy them. But as you can see, we've got some vines on the left here. Now, that is definitely something I'm going to be looking into in the future. I have checked the... oh, we missed a turn. It's just in here, actually. So there are some more vines here. These ones I might actually purchase these ones straight away, because it would be nice to do some vine work for certain. I mean, to start, at least. Right, so we need to go down that way. Right, I think I might have to put a path in here. I don't know if these are meant to be connected, but this is where we're meant to be going, is this way here. So we'll just turn this way, and we are at our farm. I believe we're in the back area here now. Well, just, there we go, turn in here. We can turn the beacons off now that we're home. And this is our farm. This is the Land of Italy pig farm. So I've never really done pigs before, so this is a really exciting opportunity to try something that I've never really done. Now, I did do pigs on my first vintage map, but there was only about 10 of them, if that, 5 maybe. So this will be definitely a new experience for us. So, first thing we're going to do is we'll head down to where we are, which is right here. So as you can see, it's just over £1 million, which is not cheap, to say the least, but we are going to buy it. There we go, we finally own our own little land. Really, really nice. I love the farmhouses here. They look so, so good. I believe it's just this building on the left here, the first one. Absolutely fantastic here. And we've got some sort of pipes out the side here. This must be for our silo. Actually, we'll just head around the back. Because if I'm not mistaken... Right. There's a very unique type of silo. Oh, it's for potato and beetroot. Well, that makes loads of sense. The pig farm, doesn't it? But I'm not seeing a silo, so we'll probably have to build our own, which is fine. Actually, this space right here looks perfect for a silo, opposite the other silo. Let's come down here. We've got a massive slurry pit as well. I love how that's set up. Look at the detail in that, though, eh? Like, you've got your pipe goes under here, and it clearly goes into there, and yeah, it runs up here. Ah, it's just so good. Ah, so good. Looks so good. Go have a look at the pig. I don't know if we're going to buy pigs straight away. It all depends on the food, obviously. We're not going to buy pigs without any food. That would just be silly. But we'll probably start with piglets, just to get us started. Because it would be nice to have them from piglets, at least. Nice big pig pen here, the pigsty. Do have a nice little outdoor area as well. Get them some nice bedding in there eventually. But yeah, we'll worry about that when we actually have the food to feed the pigs. Let's make our way round here. And that's pretty much the farm. Now we do have a small shed here. Very, very, very small. But I think I've added a few shed mods as well, so that we can add a few things in also. Right, okay, enough rambling. Let's look at other bits of land. So this naturally fits in. I mean, this is some little area here. It's very inexpensive, so we could almost put our own field in. But it would be nice to have a path that kind of leads up to there. Maybe this path is meant more so for the vineyard here, which is very expensive, but I would like to admit that's probably what we will work towards getting, is the vineyard here. But in the meantime, we can do something with vines, so I think I'd like to buy these as well. And this is the white grapes, so it's a bit different. So I think we'll do that. I'm going to buy that straight away, just because I'd like this all to be all of our land. And these fields just make sense to buy because they are right there. And for under £100,000 to get 3 fields, and one of which is already ready. Oh, that sorghum crop is ready. Might buy that as well, actually. So anyways, and there's sugar beets. That's perfect for the pigs. So we will buy that for just under £100,000. And how much is that field there? Go on, we'll buy that as well. So we've got 2 fields ready to harvest. So we're not going to get too crazy because we still have to buy kit and all. And we are still at £2 million, which is pretty good. But I think now the first thing we need to do is buy a harvester. Because we're ready. We're ready for that. Right, I guess we could probably just leave this somewhere. Just leave it here for now, actually. And, well, let's go have a quick look at our fields. Oh, got a bit of a fence to hop here. There we go. So yes, we have our white grape. I don't think I need to do anything with these. I think they just need to grow. But I can't remember. It's been a while since I've done anything grape related. But we do have a lovely wheat field here. In the middle here is where we have the sugar beets. So we'll get those harvested in time as well. And then over here we have our corn, which is not quite ready, but that will be very useful for the pigs as well. And then the sorghum over there, which I'm almost certain looks very ready to harvest. So let's hop to harvesters, and I'll show you exactly the one I would like to use, because I've never used it before, is the TX66. Now I do have the TX32, classic of course, and all these other ones, but I think this is what I would like to at least start with. I've got some nice wheels in. I'd like them chunkier the better, to be honest. Oh, those look very chunky indeed. Brilliant. Is that going to make it more difficult to maneuver? Nah, it should be alright. Wheel setup. I always go back to see the best first, I guess. I do like those, though, actually, because they are the chunkiest ones. They look different as well, which is nice. Decals, let's go. Right, I quite like the old school style of the logo there. Warning strips are not necessary, and we will get that switched to something different. And we could probably put that on the front as well. Yeah, there it is up there. Wonderful. Well, I think that's our harvester right there. So we are paying a bit more for the decal, but that is absolutely fine. So £150,100 and purchased. Now we need a header to match. We do eventually need a corn header, but we won't worry about that just yet. 6 meters, I can deal with that. That's pretty straightforward. No additional things, and we'll get the proper trailer to match as well. Might as well go for a New Holland colour. We'll go for a black. Doesn't have to be all New Holland. I suppose it could, couldn't it? Yeah, it's fine. Rim colour, we'll go with the white to match. And there we go, £4,000. Purchase that as well. Now, where is it? Beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, it's nice. As I've said, I've never used this before, so should be alright. Nice New Holland there. Nice details in. Wicked. Okay, well, we will stay in the third person here. Oh, good. I was hoping the beeping wouldn't be too loud, of course, because it can sometimes be very, very loud. Right, we'll get those beacons on as well. I think I would be better off putting this on, putting the trailer onto another tractor. So we're going to go back here, get the Landini, and we'll head back to the shop and pick up the header trailer. Alright, get that loaded on to there. Should be good about there. Brilliant. So yeah, this is something I'd like to do with this kind of tractor is load the header trailer, for example. I tend to bring the header trailer behind the harvester, which I think can actually be problematic, especially if you've got like a wide tail swing on the tractor, or sorry, on the harvester in question. But I think this is just more appropriate and more realistic, I think, to bring the header with a tractor. So yes, I know it's a bit of extra faff, but sometimes it's just a necessary thing. So that is my plan for this tractor, is to do small jobs like this. It doesn't go very quick, so jobs around the farm would be best. At least our fields are all relatively close, but everything is quite tight in terms of transporting the header, so probably opt for transporting it around with the tractor versus having it attached to the harvester as well. At 6 meters, I don't think we'll get through many gates with that. So yeah, but we will make our way here to the field. I think August is a second month for wheat, so we should probably ensure that we get the wheat harvested. The sorghum I think we'll do first, just because of where it's located. I mean, it's right here, and I think that this would be a really good opportunity to, yeah, this little turn-in area would be really good for the harvester. It might be a bit of a hill to get up to, but it should be fine. I don't know if there's a better area to start with or not, but that's absolutely fine. We do, by the way, have the option for sorghum straw as well, so that's really interesting. So we are going to make some of that, and but yeah, before we do, actually, I just want to check our calendar and see. Yeah, so wheat has to be harvested today, this month. The sugar beet should be ready next month. It's not ready yet, but it should be ready next month. Well, that means we have to get it all done in September, at least harvested in September. But we'll look at that in the next month. Sorghum, we do have the 2 months, so that's really nice. And then the corn is not till October, so that's fine. At least we have a bit of time to deal with the sugar beets in that time. So we will head down to the header, get it attached, and start harvesting our sorghum. Alright, we've made it, and we'll just get that attached. Hopefully we don't disturb the traffic all that much. Just try and get this out the way. At least no traffic will be going up this small path, so I think this is where we will tuck the Landini for the time being. Just turn the beacons off, turn the engine off, and get into the New Holland here. Oh, sorry mate. So, I think the best way would be to go up and down to the right, and then we can come back round this way. So, first thing we need to do is get that unfolded. Brilliant. And fire it up. There we go. Hopefully, oh, there's a bit of a hill, but that's fine. We are getting it underway. Now, we want to switch that to swath, because there is in fact a swath to be made here. There we are, beautiful sorghum straw as well. Now, if I remember correctly, I did check, and that can be fed to the pigs as well. So any food that we can give to the pigs, we will gladly hold on to for as long as we can, because we want to feed them, obviously. I mean, instead of selling the crop, for example, right? The sorghum, again, as far as I'm aware, can be fed to the pigs. I do have a different feeding than base game, as I did with my other series. So instead of having parallel feeding, it is sequential. And the other way around. We do have parallel feeding. Base game is sequential. I'll show you that in just one quick second. I just want to get to the end of this row. Keep a nice swath intact. There we go. Get that raised up. Brilliant. So if we look here at the pigs, alright, we can't see it till we buy them, but if we go to this menu here, the animal food overview, fantastic mod, highly recommend. As you can see, pigs are in parallel, so sequential means that they will eat the first highest fulfilling food. So for example, with cows, if you give them hay and TMR, they will eat the TMR all until they're done, and then they'll start eating the hay. In parallel feeding, they'll eat everything at the same time. They'll eat 40% requirement of silage, and then 30 for roughage, so on and so forth. So for pigs, they will eat base food, grain, protein, root crops. So the base food is corn, sorghum, silage, and then 40% of the pig food. And then for grain, they will have wheat, barley, rye, silks. These are options, by the way, not all requirements. And then 10% of the pig food, protein, soybeans, blah, blah, blah. So sorghum straw is one of those options, which is great because we don't have canola or soybeans or alfalfa hay or pig food for that matter. And then root crops, of course, is your potato, your sugar beet cut, bean straw, carrots, blah blah blah, all of that as well. It doesn't say sugar beet, which is a bit of that should be changed. I think I can change that, but worst case scenario is we just have to cut the sugar beet, so really not a big problem there. So I'm very pleased about doing it that way. I much prefer having the parallel feeding. It just feels more realistic. But that being said, I don't think we can feed them with a food mixer. We do feed all of the products individually, but again, something that I really don't mind doing. I feel like it adds a bit more involved, especially since pigs are our main focus, which I'm very excited about. If I haven't mentioned that before, very excited about doing something a bit different, really. So yeah, I'm not even certain how many pigs we can hold in there, but I haven't looked at it at all because I thought, you know, we really need to sort the food out first, and that is what we are doing. So without further ado, we will break off in our very first harvesting time-lapse. Right, we are at 98, 99. Can we make it to the end of this bit? We can do. That is very good. We get spun round. We are nearly full of sorghum, which means now that we have to buy a grain trailer. Right, as you can see, sorghum is a bit funny this way in the sense that, we might as well fill it up, isn't that, yeah, the stalks from it are quite high. So sometimes it can be a bit difficult, I would say, to see where we've harvested and where we haven't. When you're down here, you can clearly see. We also have stubble destruction as well, so that's why it does look like this and why the straw is a bit hidden in there. But I have to rate the TX66 as a brilliant harvester so far. I'm really enjoying it. But now we must get ourselves a trailer, and this little Landini is not going to be able to pull any of the trailers that I would like to purchase, so we'll head to the shop and get ourselves a new tractor as well. Here we are at the shop, and I reckon we could probably start with tractors. Now, we do have the Landini, we do have a New Holland Combine, but one brand that I haven't really used that I know is very popular amongst everybody related to Farming Simulator is John Deere. It's not everyone's favourite, and I don't hate John Deere tractors, but this one did catch my eye by Black Eyes modding, believe it or not. So we do have Lamborghini, we have other Landinis, we've got the Fiat. We did use this quite a bit on Zielonka, so I don't know if we'd use the Edo modding one, but it is probably a better overall mod, but we'll look at that later on. Well, the one I do want to look at is the 7030. It just, something about it, I don't know if it's just the way it looks, it's very like compact yet still medium size. Something about it just has me wanting to use it, and it just looks brilliant as well. And it looks fairly detailed also, so I'm very excited to give it a go. And as I say, I don't really use John Deere much, so here's an opportunity. So we'll start with the engine. 150 could be enough. And we can always upgrade in the future. What options we have? 161, 185, 196, and 209. So if we were to do the upgrade, it would be for the 7530 from the 7130, but do we need that upgrade now? I don't fully know. I mean, I kind of want to. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it, because this tractor I'd like to keep for a long time, so we might as well just keep it. Now, let's look at tractor tires, and we will definitely keep the BKTs, as I'm quite partial to those. We don't need twin wheels though, but maybe in the future. I wonder, can we do any sort of narrows? No, maybe with another brand. Design without. I would like it with the front fenders. A 3-point is always handy to have. I think we'll keep the 3-point, even for the extra £3,000. It's just nice to have, right? We might need it in the future, whether it's a weight or whatever, but nice to have. Cover, meaning beacons. You know what, let's go with the double beacons again. Yeah, we'll keep it symmetrical. Front load attacher, again, we might upgrade that in the future, but for now I think we'll just keep it as a no. Everything else looks pretty good. We'll get that switched over. Back only, that's fine. Looks great. There we go, 102,000. That's relatively inexpensive for a brand new medium-sized 200 horsepower tractor as well. I think that will be a good farm tractor for us for quite some time. I'm okay with the upgrade, that's fine. The power quad looks great. This is a really nice looking tractor, so we'll go ahead and purchase it. Done. Let's check it out. Yeah, I do quite like the detailing on this. As I said, they're not my favourite go-to tractor brand. If you've watched any of my videos, it's mostly Massey's, to be honest. But I quite like... That sounds nice as well. It's not overly loud or anything. Looks quite nice. Nice interior here as well. Nice sunroof there. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Right, now we need to find ourselves, and we've got lights, lots of lights. Really, really nice. Okay, now we need a trailer. So we're going to head over to trailers. All the base game stuff is great, but I would like to stick as... you know, thematical as possible. Is that word? Thematical? I don't think so. Anyways, we've got we've got Andurante trailers, Crossetto trailers as well, but I would like to look at some of these Bossini trailer, Veltrina trailers, quite nice, because it's massive. But, and we've got the Grimmer pack, which I have added in to be able to use with whatever we need it for, potentially potatoes though. We've also got a few of these other ones here. I'd like to look at them in the future. Semi-trailer, perhaps we will get a tractor unit, you know, get the lorry for it, but I'd like to look at the Bossini dumper because it's fairly inexpensive and we only have bloody 8,000 litres of sorghum. We probably won't get too much more in the beginning, so I think this is a perfect starting out trailer for us. We can upgrade to 20,000 if we need it, but I don't think we'll need it straight away, so we'll stick with this. Oh wow, lots of options. Now that would match the John Deere, but that's a bit too much green and yellow. Got the black, the Kubota, that looks like a Kubota at least. The colours of, that's like the official colours of Torino as well. I wonder if the company's from Torino in Italy. But yeah, I think we'll stick with the base. I quite like that. Why not? The decals, let's see, oh that's just at the bottom. Yeah, I quite like that, actually. The colour... Yeah, go on. I like that. Nice. So for 24,300, I think that is an alright price for the tractor that we're getting. And if we really want to upgrade it, the £3,000 for the extra 6,000 litres is also very acceptable. Right, there we go. And I think this looks the right size. Oh, that sounds so good. It's fairly quiet, but that's not a bad thing. It sounds very guttural. I like that. Brilliant. Look at that. That's quite the setup now. Alright, well there we go. Now we'll just head back to the sorghum field and we'll get some sorghum loaded into our new trailer. Alright, just get under the pipe and we should start unloading our sorghum. Absolutely fantastic. Now this thing does hold 14,000 litres, but I don't quite think that we have 14,000 litres of sorghum here, but I guess we'll find out once we finish the harvest. So as soon as that's all loaded up, can crack on with the time lapse. And just a tiny bit left of sorghum. There we have it. Now I think there were a few bits that I did happen to miss, but they can be so difficult to see. Especially, yeah, oh, there's one there, and I think there was one here. And I think this might be like a litre, if that. Now 1 litre there, and possibly 1 more litre over here, wherever that one went. There it is. Very difficult to see indeed. But there we go. Yeah, not even a litre. Right, we'll get our 1,380 litres dumped into the trailer. At least that's empty now, and we'll be able to, in the next episode, make our way over to our wheat field, which is just right there. You can see it bright and golden in the sun. We'll get that shut down, and that's fine for now. We will have to obviously put the trailer onto, or sorry, the header onto the trailer, which is absolutely fine. We can sort that out later on. What I'd like to do first is find somewhere to put our grain. Now, actually, if I'm not mistaken, there should be another way round. Now, I do like going through that gate, but it does lead more so to the vineyard than to our farm. We're definitely going to take advantage of that, but we are going to, beacons on for safety, head this way. So I believe there is another entrance to the farm, more of a main entrance, I believe, on this top side. So we will head over there, and yeah, I think we'll have to put in our own silo, which is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Just go here, nice big grass field there to our right, really lovely. Right, here we are. So we'll just turn in here, and we are at our farm. So as I say, it might be end up by this little patch of land here. It looks like there's a walking path there, but I don't think there's any sort of AI walking, so I wouldn't feel bad turning that into a field, because it is just space that we can use, really, for 15,000. Make our own field. Yeah, so we could put this directly into the pig pen, but I would like to wait till we have all of the food before that. Now, this area here to my left looks like it could be good for a silo, but again, we don't have much for sheds, and this looks fairly flat. So I think I'd like to keep this for a shed of some kind. Maybe in keeping with the round-topped sheds there. But as I said before, there is a nice space just down here, right across from our other sort of storage. Yeah, right here. I think this would be a nice space for it, just here. And then we have our vineyards here, but there is this fence that runs all the way along. I wonder if there's an entrance there. Oh, nice, good. Okay, so we can access here from there. It's a very small space. We're not getting a combine in there or anything, but maybe a small path from here to the actual yard would be nice as well, just so we can remember where that area is. But I think right there is perfect for a silo. So before we place it, I will save, as you do. There we go, saved. Now we'll go to construction and look at the silos. Now we do have the base game ones, but it's just that's massive. I don't think we'll need 400,000 litres, maybe half of that. Maybe 300 at max. But all these here, I have found a couple. I just need to find where they are now. Yes, the farmer bin 100. So we've got the 100,000 litres. I think that's a bit small, but that could work. And we've got the 200. That's alright as well. I've got the 300 here. Oh, the 150. And then we've got the 300,000. So unfortunately, it looks like that grass there is not a texture, but rather part of the map. Same with those stones. So I don't think we can actually... It might not delete it. But anyways, I don't think we need the 300. I think the 200 is plenty. And I mean, even 150 might be alright. I suppose this is something we could always sell in the future, but 150,000, I'm trying to think. Will we ever have... I think the only thing we'll have that much of is bloody potatoes or beetroot, and we've got another storage beside. So I think we're okay with 150. I just like the layout of it as well. Looks very nice there. I think that'd be a pleasant place for it. So let's place it right about there. Nice. Very nice indeed. Right, well, let's get our first bit of crop into it. Our meager 9,380 litres. Even this tractor seems to be struggling a little bit here with this trailer. That's problematic. Why so slow? Oh, there we go. They had to find the gear, I suppose. Anyways, we'll dump off. Oh, wow, look at that. That's brilliant. Look at that. And in goes the grain. Most of it in there, at least. Oh, no. What have I done? There we are. Brilliant. So the next crop that we do will be the wheat. So we'll be able to just leave that here for now, I think. And, yeah, we've got our 9,000 litres in there. We've got our beautiful John Deere 7530 with a Bossini trailer. I think that's a really nice setup there. We even have the option to upgrade the trailer, so that's great. We do have our little Landini, which we might as well try and get up this hill. Come on. Get lined up to remove the header and take it over to the wheat. There we go. And of course we will have to get this sorghum straw baled. Now, I don't know what we're going to do for drilling. We do have to buy a drill, of course, now. I would like to do direct seed drilling if possible. We're not using precision farming. Now, I do like precision farming, but the reason that I've decided against it for this series is because the pigs will produce so much organic fertilizer that I feel most of it will go to waste if we're not using, if we are using precision farming. That is my only sort of qualm with precision farming, is that it doesn't really allow you to use organic fertilizer. Yes, you can use it. We on Quart Farm we did definitely use some of it. We had to turn most of it into digestate and then use it. It's just a shame that we can't use it to fertilize the fields to their entirety. We still had to use a granular fertilizer, but with the pigs and having a main pig farm, we're going to have so much manure and so much slurry that we'll want to use as much of it as we can to fertilize our fields. So that's my reasoning behind not using precision farming. If we could use organic fertilizer for the entirety of the fertilization process, I would have precision farming all the time without doubt. But that's just the case as it is. So I think that this is a pretty good spot to end episode 1. Very pleased with how everything turned out. We got nearly 10,000 litres of sorghum. That's going to go straight for the pigs. Possibly piglets. I think we'll start with piglets and let them grow old and age from newborn. And then we'll get the wheat done, and then we can move on to September, get the sugar beet, and then October for the corn. And it's all coming together really nicely at the beginning here. So that does do us for episode 1. I would love to hear your feedback. What do you think of the map? Have you played Land of Italy? Are you looking forward to playing it now that you've seen this playthrough? I think it's a stunning map. I don't really know how long the series will go on. I never plan series episodes or time of episodes or any of that kind of thing. Just let the creative juices flow, if you will. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm just very excited. So, thank you, as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, all your support. If you did like the video, a cheeky thumbs up does really help out the channel, and please subscribe. So until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.